Cybernation Uncensored.
Welcome back to Cybernation Uncensored, and welcome back to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle. We're so close to the end, I'm about to ruin everyone's lives. But before that, let's meet the players and their characters, starting with Dorchley.
Hey, I'm Dorchley, and I play Ash Hargrave, the Malkavian.
Captain.
Hello, I am Captain, and I play Aaron Strangelove, the Tremere.
Petra.
Hello, I'm Petra. I play Cecil Ryan, the Brewheart, and after the stream, there will be a special magic trick I'll do.
Jig.
I'm Shig. I play Renee Winslow, the Toreador.
Alright, again, usual disclaimers before we begin. This is a stream meant for an adult or mature audience, covering certain themes and things that may not be suitable for people who are too young to be on the internet in the first place. Go do your homework or something. And if you need a break, take care of yourself. Things can get heavy and they can get light. It really depends on what happens and what these people decide to do tonight. For those of you who are going to stay, we will begin. Okay. This coterie is in the middle of a bit of a problem. You're caught between the power play of beings that you cannot possibly hope to understand or fight. But you have chosen which line in the sand you stand on. You have chosen who you're going to back. You have given up that phase offer in exchange for Helena's support and her protection from the phase wrath. Keep that in mind. The only thing she's protecting you from is whatever that fae may try to do. You and certain individuals and other kindred that you have selected. The storm is yours to deal with. Survive it, and her end of the bargain begins to trigger. If you don't, too bad. This is the state that you find yourselves in, and you have about 2 weeks, give or take, until this, whatever it is, begins to happen. So, I'm gonna have a little bit of fun here. We're going to take the scene away from you in the in the Succubus Club for a moment. And we're going to hand the camera over. If this was a movie, it would be a time lapse of several days and weeks and seasons passing by. And it's going to show the club on fire. Your club. Gunfire can be heard in the background. People screaming. It's going to show a scene of Renee with an arm around her neck as she's helping Valerie to walk, having been injured. Barricades being put up by Rick. The rest of you trying to find a way out. But your bodies won't cooperate. You can barely move. It's like there's a forced lethargy in your bodies. Every time you try to move, it's exhausting. And then, a small explosion, a bit of the roof gives way, and some sunlight bleeds through. It's daytime. You can hear more gunshots. You can hear the sounds of people upstairs dying. And you can hear footsteps coming in, and this begins to feel like the end. It fades to black, and Ash comes back to her senses. Having had some kind of premonition in the middle of the Succubus Club, as you were all about to leave.
I have no idea how far into the future this is.
You have a vague idea that it's going to come along with the storm.
With the storm?
Remember, during the storm, your powers basically don't work.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess then before we leave, says, oh wait. I saw something. During the storm, the club burns down, and we it's during the day, and the roof, it gives way, and we well, I didn't exactly see us die, but it felt like the end. And it was here. We were here, and I heard so many voices upstairs dying too.
Your club. Your haven. On fire. Getting bombed to allow sunlight to go through the basement.
Then maybe we shouldn't stay there.
It makes me wonder that if is it a foreshadowing of the future, or is it more of a metaphor? Something saying that we're not ready as we think we are.
Well, I think it doesn't matter how ready we are. It drowns our energy anyway, so we're... I would say a possible idea, because we can't power ourselves up. We can look for boons to help us, which we're still doing, but we could always just split it, have me and Aaron be at the manor while you two are at a deadly affair, or vice versa. I don't mind.
Why do you have Renee and me at the place that's gonna go up in flames?
No,
Because me and
I have a
Aaron
house.
own it. Me and Aaron
that's
own
right.
it.
I have a house. We can stay there.
I also have my own haven.
Yeah, solved. Yeah, exactly, solved.
But then, are we just then not allowed to go to the manor? Like, why are we splitting up?
Because if we just can be as worthless together, then we may as well be worthless in separate places, so that if we get attacked, then the attack is spread out rather than concentrated in all four of us.
I don't think that's a very good idea.
Just point of order.
They spread
Do you
out
want to have this conversation in the Succubus Club right now? Because you have it left.
That's right.
We're walking and talking, I imagine.
Maybe we have this conversation in the car.
Sure. That's fine. Go ahead.
No, I don't think we should split up. I think that's a very easy way to get all of us killed. We very much round out a lot of our weaknesses by just being together.
I think that's the point, is that even if we're together or apart, we're still just as weak.
That's not true. No, what Aaron is saying is that we round out each other, so we like fill in the gaps of like where we're each lacking individually. If we split up, then we are even weaker.
Yes.
But it depends on.
We should decide on where we're gonna stay and try our best to reinforce it.
I agree. I'm not sold on the idea that that's a literal vision, a literal sight into the future, because if it were to be, then we're already dead. So, it leads me to believe that it's more of a metaphor, something that's more of, as we stand, as it is right now, that is where we will go. But we need to change it.
I don't know if I want to take any chances on that.
Ash?
Yeah, I was gonna ask a question, but you go first, Nigel.
Ash, when have your visions ever not been literal?
Well, with Tanya and the mirrors and Tanya's
With Tanya,
gallery.
you stopped it from happening.
Oh, I thought you said that her gallery wasn't actually gonna blow up, and I thought it was, and that it was a metaphor.
Yeah, but you don't know, as I'm saying as Ash, you wouldn't know what would have happened because you stopped it.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
You don't know if he would have blown it up.
I was gonna ask, like, if there's any inclination that if I can, like, distinguish whether or not this was, like, a metaphorical thing or literal. Okay, so
the problem is that you are a Malkavian. It's a little hard to make that distinction on a good day.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you consider it logically, 3 days, that's the storm's predicted, like, duration. 3 days of vampires having no powers, no ability to defend themselves, basically human. If you were a hunter, would you not take that opportunity? Wipe them out in 1-2 nights? Why wouldn't it be literal? Why wouldn't they bomb your club and blow up your roofs and have the sunlight kill you? Or kill you themselves if there's no sun? There's no reason it shouldn't be literal.
Okay. Then after that, what Aaron was saying, Ash, she'll say, please tell me more about my own abilities. I really appreciate you interpreting what I saw for me.
I'm not sitting here telling you that what you saw was wrong. I'm opening up the idea that there is more than just what we see. Did you see who was attacking us, for instance?
No.
Oh, you did.
I didn't. Oh, I did?
Militarized unit acting again like a military. I mean, everything is heavily militarized. The equipment, the unit, how they move.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Could you
seems
tell?
like it definitely Second Inquisition, one of the factions.
First Light or the more extreme one?
They didn't have, like,
probably,
religious
First
stuff.
Light.
Well, the First Light is not keen on killing humans.
Oh, we're not humans though. We're just as weak as humans, which would be great for them.
It wasn't just us that was in the building, though. I heard multiple voices, as if we had gone through with our initial plan to make God, I can't think of the word right now, but like a
shelter.
Whatever it was that Aaron was planning on the I don't know, they might be desperate. I mean, didn't the whole inner faction battle sort of weaken both sides? I mean, maybe they're desperate. And I think the Deadly Affair has kind of become maybe a little too well known.
Well, if you're going to stay at one place, at least maybe our manor could be the best place, because it's well guarded, has a lot of security, and pretty much is unknown, not directly unknown, but it's pretty much off the map. So definitely not as off the map as the Deadly Affair is. Unless we pretty trust the security of this place.
We could set the Deadly Affair up to be something of a trap. If we know it's going to be hit, why not draw as much attention to it as we can before it happens?
I mean, we could also talk to our contacts and maybe get human protectors, or let's say, just, I don't know what they can offer, but even if it's like human bodyguards, more human resources, something that can combat the human threat, or something that can combat something without being directly affected by the storm, that could be helpful.
Ash, the individuals who struck the club, automatic firearms, military tactical gear, formations, incendiary bombs. Does that all line up?
Yes, to all of that, and what sounded like explosions, RPGs. They're going to level that place from the outside before they ever step foot in it. That's how it sounded like.
I thought of another option. Everyone's probably really not going to like it, but could potentially work in our favor. What if we just level it?
Oh.
I don't know if I have the heart to do that.
I think that's not going to do anything, because...
I mean, they can't level a club if it's already gone.
But the point of leveling the club is to get us killed. So it's just a level club to be the strong. Yeah. So why would we do it ourselves?
Because then they can't attack it, and then they don't know where we're gonna go.
But well, if we reason to look elsewhere.
Yeah. If we level it, then we let them know that we know what we're doing, and by leveling it, we're just basically providing them an opportunity to go looking for us on a scavenger hunt. And
but why us? Is it because of what we did to them?
I don't think we're the only ones
that they're going after.
When we get back to the club, I'll try to have a premonition to see if there's any more information I can find. But I think we should stay in the manor.
I agree.
Do we know if the wards that Sturbridge said were on the manor are still on the manor? Is there a way to find out?
They likely might not work through the storm if we're to assume our powers are to wane.
We need to start talking with our contacts and see if we can get any more human support for that manor as well. I know we have high security, but it's just a case we just need to be as reinforced as possible. If we can even get like a small military in there, or like a group of armed individuals, that would be hard for hunters to exactly go up against in comparison to just.
How do you know if they're like? What if they're a hunter pretending to be, and they would get us from the inside?
Well, that's why if I ask Bianca, then I doubt that Bianca is going to then have double agents with us. So that's why contacts are best.
That's an
What do you mean?
thought.
Let's just go back
to the club.
Yes.
I don't think I need to specify that. If I get contact help, they're not going to turn against me. But yeah, I'm going to go to Bianca, and
I'll go to Bianca
for that though.
You want to split
How
off?
would spirits be impacted?
Sorry, is Cecil splitting off?
Unless we're doing something immediately first, I'm going to go find Bianca.
I mean, you can make a call. You have
Yeah,
the direct burner for a reason.
Question. So kindred are being heavily affected by the storm. Are things like wraiths, things like spirits, things like changelings also being affected heavily?
No one knows.
Man.
No one's ever tried.
If spirits aren't as affected, they would be a very strong form of defense. But it would be a veritable coin flip.
Alright. If Cecil wants to make a call.
Yep.
And Renee's trying to get premonition, so Renee, roll yours. Cecil, you make a simple phone call. Again, it's a burner, so nothing too extensive, but she will send a representative to hear you out. 4?
Oh.
4. A critical 4. Good for you. Okay.
Hey.
While Cecil waits for his rep or Bianca's rep to hear out your request, Renee once again begins painting. Now, obviously, you don't have the time for a full elaborate painting, so you can start by just sketching it out and seeing what comes out of it. It's a very simple map of Chicago. The same one that we're using here. It has very specific areas crossed out, and because technically you are still the Harpy, you know exactly who lives in each of these areas. You have Horatio Ballard, Alan Sovereign, you have several other kindred. It's easier to note who isn't on it. That would be Sturbridge, Miss Vitali, Junk, and crucially most of the Nosferatu. A lot of the Toreadors, the Succubus Club itself. Essentially, the Inquisition is hunting down what you assume is everyone that isn't on Helena's side.
And then us.
Yours is struck there, but the way, because you imagine Renee painting X's on specific locations. Yours is painted differently. Whatever's striking you isn't the same as what's striking the rest of them. Whatever unit is about to attack, is supposed to attack you, isn't related to this. You are not on the list that Helena manufactured and directed. Something else is hitting you.
Okay. I'll show him the painting.
It's clear enough. The message is clear enough.
Aaron, there's no other meaning. It's the plain and simple, okay? No other meaning. Just look at it.
This one's a bit more cut and dry, I feel. Who was Strickler a part of?
Leopold.
The Leopold.
Yeah. The Zealots.
And that doesn't line up with your vision, though.
It was First Light, 100%.
It could be a holy shit. It could be a let's say a double attack. Maybe it's not necessarily one force, but one force after the other. That is a possibility. We could just do the plain thing of just writing down every person we've wronged, or like everyone who's an enemy of us, and then just narrowing it down from there. But that'll take too much time.
Here's the thing, though. Okay, so so the symbols on everyone else is like an X. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's an X with a very specific color that ties in to Helena's kind of red Succubus Club theme. The one that's on you is white. At least that's the color that Renee put on it. And it's unrelated to the Succubus Club's plans.
Yeah, so then the First Light and the Second Inquisition are not the ones touching anyone else. That's purely
that's not
Helena's.
It is the First Light on everyone else. She's managed to direct them. What's attacking you could still be First Light. It could be Leopold. It could be a third faction altogether. Whatever it is, they're targeting you specifically.
So, what I'm thinking is maybe we should split up. Like Ash, maybe you could try see if you can stay with Junk, Aaron with Sturbridge, Cecil, Bianca, and I at the Succubus Club, because those are like the safest places we can be, and if we're all split up, they might not be able to find us.
That's not a bad idea. And what the hell? All we need to do is survive, and then we move on to the next part of our life, the next chapter. We don't need this club, unless you actually plan to stay in Chicago, of course.
So wait, are you looking back at the map? Is Melody's and Alice's Haven on there too?
They're not a target.
They're not a target. Okay.
Nope.
So maybe there too.
The problem here is the target based on Renee's vision and painting. You four are the target. If you go somewhere, you might just make them a target too.
We have to assume that they're going to know where we go no matter what. That's the best way we can ensure survival. I think if they're so dedicated, then finding us is going to be just as easy as breaking into whatever we're hiding out in. So either hiding out with kindred we trust or staying in that manor. Those two options I feel like are the most beneficial to us, depending on what help you can get.
I mean, unless we don't use cars or travel on street level to any of these places. They're not hitting any of the, hardly any of the Nosferatu. There's a whole network under there, and I mean, we have connections on how to get places. I mean, there's literally an entrance to the labyrinth under Chicago from our club. They don't have to know that we're leaving at all.
We can still do that, but we just have to assume they're going to find us no matter what. That's the best way we can make sure to be as safe as we can.
If we do, then we should block that entrance off.
Agreed. But how would they know if we leave if they never see us leave?
They know who we would likely go to.
I know, but how do they know that we're even in the building? Or not in the building?
They level it, they sweep it, they say we're not here, they say we're next.
Okay, I have it might be a stretch of an idea, but what if we do you guys remember Dr. Clay?
Oh yeah.
What if there's a chance we could get fake bodies of us to put in the club so when they do level it, they think they got us?
But would they react the same way? I mean, if we were killed in a fire, would we not just become ash? Pun not intended.
I don't know. That's why I said it's a stretch.
Yeah.
There's a little voice trying to get to you in your head if you want to hear it. Since you've become proficient blocking them out, it's like a loud knocking.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
Ash. She only promised she'd protect those people you care about from the Fae. Never said anything about hunters.
People that we want to protect are not targeted on the list.
No. But everything on the list is all kindred. Doesn't show any human targets.
How about this? I'm willing to let my parents die. If they try and hold them hostage, then it's sadly a sacrifice that will have to be made.
That's only Ash hearing this for now.
You know what? I don't want to. You know what? Peter loves his parents. I love Dad.
You didn't even hear.
No, I just love my parents. I just really love them.
Ash.
Okay, can I try and have a premonition to see the human targets, but on the map that's already made?
Let's abuse that power. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, we're abusing it. If not now, when? You know?
Yeah, Jesus. We need all the signs.
It's the... Yeah.
I can't read in a book to see how this storm is gonna fuck us.
4. Great. There are no human targets. First Light doesn't hunt humans. Helena knows that. Helena knows that if she starts directing the First Light to humans, they're gonna start questioning things. That was the mistake the Camarilla made in 2004. Humans were casualties in this attack against their enemies. The problem
What
is...
does the voice mean?
The problem is, there will be human targets if they don't find you. Whatever's coming for you knows you and is not above killing humans to get to you. They're out for you. Wherever you go. They may not be able to find you, but the people you care about are very well connected to the grid. They will find them.
Okay. Okay, I'll reiterate all of that to everyone.
Yeah, I'm okay to let my parents die. If that means having I don't know, that's leverage against us, and if they leverage that against me and it comes to hurt all of you, then I can't risk that. So it's just a loss that's gonna have to happen if they decide to go that path.
Also the woman in the
parents,
shelter.
Cecil.
Only targeting for the night, right?
Depends.
Well, it's either we let ourselves know and possibly die. But no, actually, in that case, we shouldn't hide ourselves. If we give them a target like us and then they fail, then...
How long did that smoke work on me, Nigel? Hours. During the day. Just like a couple of hours during that.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like...
And then I would go back.
Yeah, like a couple of hours after sunrise and a couple of hours before sunset. So you had like those hours to operate in the day.
I don't know if that would work. I mean, there was that smoke that I got hit with by Leopold that made me temporarily human. I could go in the sun.
How would that change anything?
Because if they level it and we are exposed to the sun, that's like the point of them blowing open the roof. That won't affect us. Fire doesn't affect us the same way. I mean, yeah, we'd be hurt, but it would be a lot of luck. But if they happen to hit us at the point where, we would be human again, then there's a chance that we could escape, find our way to the tunnels, and then, find refuge there. Though if they don't find our bodies, then our touchstones are still dead.
Yes. That's where I was going to go. They're not just going to leave this half measured. They're not going to say the ceiling goes and we're all dead and cooked. They're going to go and see. They're going to go confirm. And if they can't confirm, they're going to go to step 2.
Them exposing us to sunlight is just a very good method of killing us. If they say show us sunlight and we don't die, then what's going to stop them from just killing us another mean? Although we could hide out in a very populated area, but then they'd just go to our touchstones. It all goes back to our touchstones, really.
But okay, so kind of circling back to Renee's idea earlier with Dr. Clay. If we did find body, would they behave? I mean, like, what would our dead bodies look like? Aren't we supposed to just, turn to ash? And
I like the idea, but
you're too young to turn to ashes, as far as Aaron knows. But because you're so young, you're indistinguishable from a kindred that you say turned right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if the 4 of you turn some people and then change their bodies and then let them die in your place, that might work. At least that's Aaron's idea at your level of humanity. Turn some random people and let them die in your place.
Honestly, I had that idea too. Uh-oh.
Even still, it would be a hard sell.
What do you mean a hard sell?
I imagine it would take some time for Dr. Clay to specifically manufacture identical copies to us.
It took him a night to do that the first time.
But there would be more personality issues that come along, right?
Not
They're
if we
going-
remember them.
Let's just go and ask.
They're going to die. Why do they need a
Yeah.
personality?
If they find one crushed under a beam and they try speaking to it,
Not if they're dead. If the roof caves in and they're exposed to sunlight and die because they're also kindred, then they can't. They'll just see the bodies.
but it's contingent on the idea that they will die. If they don't die, and they find even one of us, and they find a bleeding out corpse in a corner, someone who hid away in a closet, whatever, and they're able to spend even a minute or 2 or 3 and try and line up to the profile they have on us, they're going to raise suspicions.
Do we think that the First Light is going to believe a kindred?
No, but they're going to believe the information that they have. And if they find Cecil 2, and he's not a raging asshole who is screaming and spitting on them, but is instead blithering in a closet, crying and sobbing, they're going to say, this is not the person we are hunting.
I'm not an INFG. Let's just get that clear. I think regardless, let's say they go to that anyway and we're not there, I don't think we're going to stay there and die. If they go there and then find a kindred and then kill them, that's a much better chance of them leaving us alone than them just finding nothing there. Because if they find nothing there, that's confirmed that we're not dead. If they find something there, kill the kindred, there's still a chance they may find out, but at least there's a chance they don't. So it's better to take that chance instead, in my opinion, but
There's
we
no
won't know until
100% in this. Like, they're not going to for sure, like, there's no certainties in this, Aaron. But I do think that this idea is probably our best bet. It's fucked up as it is.
You could manufacture their deaths as well.
That's an unnecessary risk. They're gonna want to confirm that death.
If they've already been dead for a longer period of time, they might have ways of knowing it. They would have to physically kill them in real time, I think, to probably confirm that, you know, we are who they think we are.
No, there's actually an important thing. I'm going to, if there's my copy, I'm going to sit them down and I'm going to tell them every single Adam Sandler film I hate or dislike. If they're going to find out who I am, then it's going to be through there. So I'm set if we're finding a body double.
On
I
that
think
cue,
ideally you keep yourself away.
Rick shows up to tell you that Bianca's rep is here.
Okay, I'll go and talk with that. You guys start making contact. I think someone needs to get in contact with Mr. Clay at least. That's a no-brainer. But if there's anyone else that we know, then we should probably do it now. And I'm going to go do my end, so I'll see you guys later.
I'll go see Sturbridge.
He meets with you, and he looks, or he sits down in the sort of private VIP room. Well, what can I help you with, Cecil?
We're concerned that we're going to be targeted in this storm, and that we are going to be hurt in this storm. More specifically, we think that some human hunters, not too sure about which group, but let's say First Light, for example, are going to attack us and then kill us. And we need some protections against that. And we already have a idea in the work where, well, I'm not going to spoil it just in case, but we're planning on making it not seem as it is, but we still want protection regardless in our real location. So do you think there's any way that you could help with that in Boone?
That is concerning. Helena has promised the clan that the First Light attacks will be limited to certain targets. Unless you're saying that this is independent of that? That someone is targeting you specifically?
Yeah. But that's the thing, we don't know. We didn't exactly know who it is, but I think if it makes Bianca feel better, for a talk with you, are you on cue about Portia?
Yes.
Just to confirm.
Yes.
Yeah. I got because of Bianca's help towards me in the past, I've gone ahead and, not really asking for any payback on this, I gave Bianca a sort of protection against and the more you ask, the more it's going to get fucking weird, but I got Bianca protection against the Fae, and so...
But that doesn't change the promises made to the clan about the First Light and the attacks not being a part of the problem. Now you're being targeted by a faction you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And you say that you already have a subterfuge plan for this.
Yes.
Then you don't.
Concerned of... Yeah.
Then you don't need security. You need theater.
Theater.
If you have a plan of deceiving these hunters, then I would assume that plan does not involve you dying. But you would want them to believe that they've killed you.
Absolutely, yeah.
And for them to believe that they've killed you, they must work for it. You don't need guards to actually protect you. You need them to look like they are. You need people to stand in as protection. We are not going to offer our family for that, but there are several troublesome gangs that believe that they are bigger than they actually are. I can arrange for some money to be transferred their way in exchange to being at a location of your choosing. I assume this club?
Yes, it will most likely be the club.
I would say 50 annoying gangsters with guns, military grade weaponry would suffice as theater, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. I don't assume you can give me their LinkedIn, so we can
I will
have a go through this.
have it arranged for you. They will arrive here a day before the storm, and they will stay here throughout, and they will die here. But whatever your subterfuge entails, which I don't want to know the details, I simply need to know where you actually will be, and maybe grant you some actual protection.
We're going to be... can you grant me 2 seconds to confer through with my...
Of course.
How are the others? Hey.
Diesel's running back down.
We kind of need to be answered like right now. Are we going manor or are we going separate ways? What are we doing?
I think it might be worth going separate ways just because we know that it's protected.
I mean, Aaron, you're making really good points, but I can't.
Our personal connections, I think, would be a good idea. Yes. I think I would end up going to Sturbridge. I think Renee would end up going with Helena Portia. I believe you could easily fit in with Bianca, and then Ash could move with either their sire or Junk.
Okay, I'll propose the idea to them. I don't know. Okay, I'll run. Okay.
Goodbye.
Hey. Okay, so we all have each a separate location that's next to a kindred that is related to us. So, for example, if Bianca wants to accept, I'll stay with you guys or the family. Renee will be with Portia, and so on and so forth for the rest of us. How does that sound?
We're not allowed to send our people into the land of another kindred, so you will be provided protection en route. Once you've arrived in your locations, the kindred who hosts you will be responsible for your safety. They will not accept Hekata henchmen in their havens.
Okay. Say you were to offer me this protection, and say there's another case where Bianca does offer for me to stay with her. Which one would be the best level of protection in terms of my well-being?
He smiles. There is no military force in this country that will penetrate the safe house of the Hekata.
Bob's your uncle. Nice.
While I'm here, Cecil, Bianca has an interesting offer she had wanted me to extend to you for some time, but circumstances being what they are, it has been rather difficult.
Go ahead.
How would you feel about being a true member of the family?
Remember, could you elaborate a little bit, please?
In simple terms, not to get into the unnecessarily gory details, we kill you and we put your soul into the body of a true Hekata.
Yeah, that's something to lay on me at this time.
An offer.
Oof.
With no particular expiration date.
Well, if I become a true Hekata, what role would I be entering into the family at that point?
Bianca has determined it fit to call you a made man. So you would be at least among some of the lower ranking officers and working your way up You would have control over a small group of which they will do your bidding, and you may decide if any of these humans are worthy of turning down the line. You'll be controlling a small human portion of the much larger crime family.
Caesar's going to ponder, but he's going to think of in terms of remembering what Critias said.
You are a liaison as of now. You may remain as that if you wish, but this is merely an offer to officially join the family.
Okay.
Think on it. You may decide after this is all finished, or perhaps you may decide in 100 years. Who knows? But it's an offer nonetheless.
But for now, to clarify, protection en route to our safe locations, including my route en route to the Hecata safe house.
There is no issue with that. You will be provided your protections and private methods of getting there.
And the theater, of course.
Yes, of course. We will send some poor unfortunate souls to die. The city will be better for it.
If there's humans that do have to die in this process, then it may as well be them. Okay, well, it's great having you. Thank you so much for this business, and I'll definitely contemplate your question regarding the Picard family.
He shakes your hand, and he leaves. And while Cecil's busy negotiating, do the rest of you want to do anything? No?
I want to go to Sturbridge.
Okay. You're heading downtown. She will open the door and look to you. Yes. Is there something the matter?
I have only some questions. I've recently came across well, I suppose I should ask, can I come in first?
Yes, of course. She closed the door behind you. What questions do you have in your mind?
Well, our two coterie members, those who have access to visions, they can see the future, they can paint it. We have recently came into this information that the Deadly Affairs is likely going to be struck in a quite grandiose manner. Second Inquisition, armed military tactics, sunlight, bombs, etc. Which now leads me to wonder, is there any way, shape, or form that I can do to better my own personal strength, or to assist in the plan that we have in the works?
Given the current theories, none of our abilities are going to matter in this storm. I doubt that is even a possibility. There's no power you can learn that you'll be able to make use of.
Yes. Nothing outside of learning how to shoot in 2 weeks. But no, the plan we have engaged, at least in the works, I believe either Renee or Ash is going to go and see Dr. Clay, the Samitsi, in that quite interesting manner. We're going to intend to deceive the Second Inquisition that we believe is going to attack us. We're going to have body doubles that look like us, newly fleshed, newly turned flesh mimicry that ideally dies in our place, and they are satisfied with the answer at least long enough to last the storm, where and when we will leave. What are some of your thoughts on that?
Done properly, it's not a bad idea. Deception has always been the weapon of the kindred.
Of course.
Hunters aren't known for taking
now.
prisoners. especially after Los Angeles. They're very likely to die.
I suppose, as of right now, it stands to be quite a good plan. But that's what makes me all the more skeptical as to what I'm missing. Do you see anything? Any pitfalls?
Well, you haven't addressed the question of why. Motive. Motive is always good to know. For future reference.
The why, as in why we would stay with the club until...
No, the why is in why are they targeting you?
Well, we killed Strickler. And even though he was connected to the
Did you do so in a manner that would lead back?
No.
What did you do that could potentially lead back to the four of you? Think back to that night and ask yourself what exactly was done that would have any connection to any of you. You killed Strickler, there should be no reason to find out it was you. Then what else happened? You can use intelligence and resolve.
I would love to, because I'm sitting here racking my own brain and I want to sit here and just be quietly thinking.
Actually, I think you just answered your own question.
Maybe I would have gotten there, who knows? So, what I was saying before...
You can willpower that if you want. Get rid of the messy critical.
Yeah, I'm not looking to messy crit.
Okay.
We'll take it.
Like I said, you just answered your own question. Ash's parents died. Who else would have motivation to kill them? And just them. And no other member. Strickler died. Ash's parents died. Kinda hard not to make the connection.
So that's how they connected the attack to us.
Interesting.
Interesting.
You have a faction of Leopold that blames you. Then you had them attack each other. That entire project, from what I know of the Second Inquisition, would have been off the books, illegal. Experiments that should not have happened. So there would be a faction of them that's been burned from this Second Inquisition. They're not out for the mission, they're out for revenge.
And it's the Society of Leopold then, and not
No,
the Second Light?
it's both. You had them attack each other. And then you killed one of their forerunners, and then things happen. The First Light would have burnt some of their factions who were involved in the fight, the infighting. Leopold would have done the same. Members from both would gather together, seeking revenge. Maybe seeking to regain their honor. Be indoctrinated back into the fold. Or they could just want blood for what's happened. Regardless, it would appear that you and yours have brought this upon yourselves.
When have we not? But I don't see that as such a bad thing. If they're gonna both be fighting, not out of mission, not out of protocol, but out of something like revenge, are they going to be so careful? Or are they just going to try and place the message and try and essentially level the entire thing and just confirm that we're all dead without even trying to look so close.
Perhaps they don't care for you particularly. They want you dead. However many human lives they'll have to go through to make that happen.
I think, well...
I must say, I'm quite impressed with the prospect of dozens of lives dying because of your mistakes doesn't bother you.
I mean...
Quite the
If we're
improvement.
to live... It would be tough to live in the past. I can sit and live in the past every day, and it can eat at me every day in every moment, but no, I'll give myself for the night to live in that past, for it to eat at me. It doesn't need to eat at me right now.
Actually, it doesn't eat at you at all. Your conscience is clean. You're not bothered by this action one bit.
Then in that case, Aaron is lying.
He just looks to you. Whatever you'd like to believe. But that is your answer. How you deceive them, you'll have to be careful. And methodical, of course. You need stand-ins for yourselves that will not run. I suggest a splinter.
Splinter.
The smallest of wood, piercing our heart, will paralyze us. A splinter in their cold corpse. I highly doubt they're going to perform an autopsy. They need to see you coming into your club, but never leaving. You'll need a way out of your club that isn't your front door or above ground, and you will leave some corpses behind with splinters in their heart. Keep them paralyzed and unable to attack, but keep them standing up. The benefit of a paralyzed kindred body, they act like statues. Lean them against the wall, put them on a bench, a sofa. They should act like proper dolls. The place is destroyed. They die. You have left.
No concern that they wouldn't see us in particular try and fight back, or would they not look that hard? But oh, well, you know what? I just answered my own question. They're gonna bomb the place from a way distance. I imagine they're not gonna do a breach and clear.
Might as well have a few human security with guns. Especially if they attack in the day. It would be assumed that you have human security with human weapons. You're not waiting for a kindred attack in the middle of the day?
I think Cecil was working on that.
And you have your answer. Now all you need is a bit of luck.
In the meantime, would you mind if I'd stayed here then, for the 3 days?
When the storm comes?
You can... Yes. You could refuse if you'd like. I can find another. It's no matter.
It doesn't bother me. But I will not be staying here.
Where are you going then?
He opens or looks out an open window and looks out to Lake Michigan. On a boat. Away from all of this. In the veritable eye of the storm.
Interesting. Would that not be dangerous?
Haven't you heard? The eye of the storm is the safest you could be. The journey may be perilous, but the destination is as safe as ever.
I suppose we'll both need luck then.
You are free to stay on the boat if you like. but I will not lie that it doesn't carry risk.
I was gonna. I feel like I may get seasick. I don't know. Do kindred get seasick?
No, but I also don't know what this storm will do to our physiology.
Interesting. Well, when I was living, I would get seasick, and if the storm puts us closer to living, perhaps I would be more of a sore boat partner than
It's a luxury yacht.
Merryweather friend.
Not as though you can't lock yourself in a room and have a bucket. Decide what you will when the time comes.
I will.
You can meet me in the docks downtown, or you can stay here. The room will be open to you.
Oh. Can you point me to the direction of any potential temporary siring victims? Ideally, we want to find someone who and individuals won't miss.
There's no shortage of homeless people in this city. Take your pick.
I see.
In a pinch, that's the easiest you're going to find. To find a siring candidate takes time and research. That's if you're looking for quality. But since your entire objective is to look for quantity, find the nearest homeless shelter, preferably non-veterans.
Could be any political issues. We don't have permission to sire. Only if we're caught, of course.
At this point and at this juncture, and with her at the helm, I highly doubt that will be a problem.
Interesting.
Find some in your territory. It'll make it easier.
I'll roll the ideas around then.
Oh, and just to cover all your bases, you may want to kill more than a handful. If it looks more like a serial killing, then it's less likely to be kindred. Make them all go missing. Dissolve their blood, use some acid, whatever it takes.
You're saying for looking for an individual
Or
to take more than what's needed?
if 4 go missing and someone in the unlikely event finds out, it will not be hard to link it to the 4 of you. If a dozen go missing, then it's less likely to be you. 4 is a very specific number, Mr. Stranger.
Specific enough to those who hold a magnifying glass up, yes.
And
I
if
don't
you'd
know.
like to cover all of your bases, he will kill more. How much security do you want that this is over? That's the question you're answering.
I'll keep that in mind then.
After all, it's that magnifying glass that brought you into this mess.
That's true. 2 was an oddly specific number. Right. I've no more questions.
He walks you out.
Thank you.
Are the rest of you going to do something?
Ash,
Yeah.
do you think we should go talk to Dr. Clay?
Yeah, we definitely should. But actually, before we do that, I'm so hungry. I need to eat something.
Okay. While you do that, I think I'm gonna get Rick some Dunkin' Donuts. It's been on my mind. And
Okay.
you might not even know that I know, but I still think it'd be funny.
Yeah, that's Oh God, I'm sad that I'm gonna have to miss it, but I do really
I can
need to
wait.
eat. Oh, you can wait. Okay,
Yeah.
please wait.
Because
Thank goodness.
okay,
Make a
yeah,
feeding
no, because
roll.
I should eat too.
Both of you make feeding rolls.
Okay.
That's fine for your club. You may reduce 2 hunger. Go down to 1.
Yay.
That is not good for your club.
Uh-oh.
On the bright side, you found your first siring victim.
Yay! I got my part done.
Or it's a corpse that looks like
You
a
may-
serial killing.
You may go...
Oh, true.
At this point, you may go to hunger 0.
Yeah.
Grave robber. I will have you... Okay. I want you to roll your... With your... Yeah, your hunger can be 0. I want you to roll your insight and wits.
Okay. I will
you get?
use a +2.
There's 4 of them. Okay.
Oh, excuse me. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
2.
It's happened to us all.
Great. You make that 2. You find someone at the rooftop of your club about to jump.
Oh.
Excellent fodder for your particular feeding habit. You drink up from him and his blood tastes so depressingly good that you drain him. However, while you're draining him, you do come to the realization of what you're doing. You have killed this man regardless, so I'm gonna give you a stain on your humanity. However, it doesn't have to be all bad. Because he does roughly look about the height and size of Cecil.
Hey.
And your clans don't have to match each other. And he's jumping. How many people could possibly be looking for him?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, this is a win.
So,
Now Cecil has to find me.
would you like to turn him?
Yes.
There is no... you just need to make 1 rouse check. And give him enough blood to turn him. Great. You feed him some of your blood after you've drained the guy. Behind like a barrier so that no one sees you on the rooftop. And you drag him down. And then you get Rick to help you hide the body. And then he drags him down to the basement. Where Ash is waiting for you. And Cecil's already back, because Cecil never really left the place. And Renee has a body bag that Rick is just carrying through the back entrance. Like, someone order a fresh corpse? Just...
What the fuck?
Okay. Yeah, I did accidentally kill this guy, but good news. Two parts of good news. One, we can hold them up to compare to Cecil. They're gonna be like the same height.
And build.
2, he was gonna jump.
Did
I mean, he was gonna die either way.
I mean, Aaron, you're
got what he wanted?
Aaron's not here
Aaron,
yet.
say your truth. Yeah, say your truth, Aaron. Say your truth.
I'm not
Aaron's
here,
not
so
here yet.
I'm just talking to myself.
Okay.
Rick does
did he
say, I've got his identification, I'll look for the fuckers, whatever. Nate, get over here! And he just leaves.
So that's one down.
Okay. Have you seen Clayface yet?
No, we're
Got
about
a
to go.
snack first. Yeah, we're about to leave.
It's only
right
been
now.
like 10 minutes since you spoke.
Okay, well, one thing I will confirm is that I spoke with my contact, and not only do we all have safe and probably Nigel, could I infer that if with this like theatre plan that we're gonna get like concealed travel?
With this whole plan, the idea is that they fight through the humans and then they bomb you and then they won't think that you're deceiving them, because why would you have so many people defending you?
Yeah, but like with the safe passage part, I assume that they also understand that like we're trying to make it look as if we're still there.
They're building you an underground passage, which means you're gonna have some construction happening in your club very soon.
Okay, if you guys hear any loud bumps, that's not me. That's the we're getting some tunnels built underneath that can lead to being escape routes. I've given us all safe passage from the Hakata to our locations. And also, we have more people to make it look like that we're going to actually die, because basically a bunch of gang members in military outfits, they're going to look really cool, and then once they look really cool, they're going to get really fucked and also die with the kindred in the thing. And make it look like we're actually protected and not just like an obvious decoy.
I think this plan will work.
Yeah.
We got one dummy down. We just have to find the other three.
Rick shows back up. Okay, I got some good news, but first of all, he opens the body bag and fires a nail gun into the chest. And then he just looks, wooden nails.
Thank you.
He puts it down. Alright, good news. Guy's a complete loser. Lost his job, bet everything on some crypto nonsense, fucked up, lost all his money, has nothing. Bad news, which can, based on your fucked up plan, be good news. He has a twin sister. That,
Okay.
he takes the picture that Nate printed out. It's roughly your height. He's looking at Renee. And your hair.
Are we just gonna like completely kill that entire like family? What the fuck?
Well, they don't have any of a family. Plus, his twin sister's like a junkie. So.
Okay, and so she deserves what? I mean, like, why can't we? Okay.
I'm sorry, weren't you gonna kill some people anyway?
Well, Dr. Clay got us freaking prison inmates, so I don't know. I mean, I was thinking about finding someone who was a piece of shit, and maybe,
Well,
I feel like I did good on this one. I mean, who's already gonna?
Look, if it clears your conscience, the dude's a con man and his sister's a murderer.
I'm gonna go.
Wait, what? Okay, why didn't you lead with that?
I didn't think it was important. You killed the guy. I thought you were just gonna kill the family tree.
Cecil, do you think it's fair that since I got you can get me?
I was just gonna go do that. I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go get his sister.
I'll drive.
I'll go kill the sister. If you two can also find your, if you can find your respective kindred, that'd be great as well, just to speed up the process. And also Clayface as well. Clayface is pretty important. But we'll get that done.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna go do that, we can go talk to Dr. Clay.
Look, look, Ash, I'm sorry. Here, peace offering. He hands you their police reports. He's a scam artist, a con man, and he has conned several people out of their homes, and she killed a kid. Specifically her kid.
This is Casey Anthony.
What?
Is this Casey Anthony?
Might as well be.
Sorry.
Look, they're perfect candidates. They got no other family members, which, by the way, their parents died under mysterious circumstances, so that's always great. Arguably, the gentleman here probably didn't deserve to die as much as his sister does, but who the fuck knows what he's been doing in the shadows. They had a falling out a couple of years ago, so there's no reason for people to think that they'd be connected. And, well, look, you can find more perfect victims. No one's gonna look for them when they're gone.
We're halfway there.
Better. Okay, let's go. Wait.
Enjoy your plot twist, three bodies.
Do we also have a gift for Rick?
Oh, not yet. I got distracted. We're gonna get that on the way back from Dr. Clay.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Now, Cecil, you drive over to a place that you perfectly recognize. It's a drug den. And you find the woman. Rick looks to her like, that's the one. By the way, not that it matters to you, but she carries a knife. A lot. So.
I can solve that, don't worry. And is she like right in front of me right now?
No, you're in a parking lot, but you can very easily get, you know, the entrances here. You know, no one looks, no one tells. You already walked by a couple of corpses who have OD'd. This doesn't even need a roll. You just tell me how you kill her.
Oh, Cecil just like with sort of whistle stir to get her attention, just to make sure that she's like doesn't accidentally kill herself in a different way, and he just very quickly he very quickly kills her in a very similar to how the Banu Hakim told him about killing people quickly. He did that exactly to her with like a sword and just slashes her very.
Well, they taught you a different thing because you have to drain her of blood to turn her. So you kind of nick an artery, let it bleed out, and then feed her your blood because you have to turn the girl.
Yeah.
And then Rick fires his wooden nail gun so that she's staked and helps you bring her back into the back of your truck, or back of the truck you brought.
Okay. That is 2 down, 2 to go.
Hey, when you're driving back, he just says, not for nothing, but I never killed anyone before I joined you guys. This is fucked up.
Rick, I'm going to put a hand on the shoulder and then say, this is a bonding experience. Not until now, I have never felt as close to you as I have. And
well,
I just want to say you mean a lot to me.
Well, surprisingly, Cecil, if this was a bonding experience, it's one me and my pops missed.
Your daddy killed people? I mean, no, not to TMI, but if your dad did kill people, I don't know. That's horrible.
No, I meant like we never killed people.
Oh, okay.
We killed bears.
Oh.
Hunting season.
Bears? What do they do?
Hunting season. There's a park out off that's overpopulated, so they let hunters come in, help balance the population. That's what
fucked up.
Well, it's either that or you have bears overrunning the place and then killing every other animal, and then every other animal dies, and then the ecosystem goes fucked. That's what hunting is. You help with overpopulation.
Can I adopt one to help with that, or is that like not how it works?
Well, you can't adopt a bear. It's illegal.
What has stopped any of us from doing illegal stuff?
The amount of money it takes to feed one, plus the fact that you're going to cage it anyway, which is, arguably more inhumane than just putting it out.
But if it's my friend, right? Actually, you know, I'm. You know what?
See, so of everything we've done since this whole thing started, you're drawing the line at hunting?
No, I'm drawing the line at bears. You know, like hunted humans. I get it. It's kind of like some people like shitty humans, bad humans, whatever. Bears. What the fuck have bears done? What have bears like equally contributed to society? Bears don't kill people. Bears don't. I mean, not kill people. They.
Okay.
Bears don't like.
Here's the thing.
Bears don't do serious bodily harm.
If no one hunts these bears during the season, they're going to overrun the deers. And if the deers are overrun, then we run out of deers, which are already going slightly extinct. And then the bears will start hunting the other animals. And then the bears are going to have the entire forest. And then they're going to have no predators to eat. So they're going to start cannibalizing each other. Or they're going to starve. Or they're going to start killing the humans in the local towns that are trying to preserve the bears. That's why hunting is in seasons.
And there's no like bear hotels or anything that can like it has to be killed.
Well, you can't really relocate them considering that's their climate and home.
Okay,
there's a limited amount that's allowed to be killed so that their population can still exist and not be extinct. That's how hunting works. That's why you have poachers who are bastards who decide to hunt out the season.
I'm going to be the bigger man here, and I'm going to say thank you, and I understand now why the bears must die, but yeah, Rick, I like you.
Also, well, it's not like I was ever really a good shot back then. Never got one.
What's a good shot? What?
I never killed one. Like, I was a terrible shot. High caliber rifles aren't my thing. I prefer 9mm. Doesn't matter. Come on, we're going home.
You know what? One day we should do it together, just you and I.
Look, is there an animal that you prefer to kill? Because overpopulation is a real thing.
Just the bears, man. That's a shit. That's.
Well, what would you like to hunt?
World. I'll explain it to you later. You know what? I'll come up with it. We'll make a list together, you and I.
Do you want me to grab a bunch of the shittiest people in the world and put them through some Hunger Games crap? And you can shoot them from a tower or something?
That's inhumane. What the fuck are you talking about? I mean like the animals, like you know, fucking no. Let's go. I'll make a list and we'll do stuff together, and it'll just show how much I like you.
He drives home. Meanwhile, Aaron comes back and finds a corpse in the haven. With a little tiny hole in his chest.
I suppose we're getting active. Right. I'm just gonna... Aaron is just gonna, like, zip it up and just, like, put it to the side so it's not in the way or anything like that, or, you know.
Nate is actually entering while you're looking at this and tells the girls, like, hey, ladies, hey, Aaron, I was gonna scrub this guy's files, but, there's barely anything to do. He's clean. So, you know, yeah.
Alright. So do we have like a place to store this one, at least for the meantime?
Here?
At least I believe we do, yes.
He's staked. Rick shot him with a wooden nail. So.
I see. Good. Then, and Aaron is just gonna like start shifting the body over to like, if we have like a free room that's like a small storage room in like the haven, like,
a closet.
It's a little grisly. If we're cleaning up, we might have to be careful not to dump them over, but
Do I assume Renee and Ash are heading over to Dr. Clay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creepy ass house with the creepy ass ghoul that has a faucet on his neck. He walks like he looks in absolute pain. But he leads you over to a place you haven't seen since over a year ago. And Dr. Clay is still just as terrifying, although you swear he is about a few inches taller and a little more hollowed. With his, with the look on his eyes. Yes. What
Hi.
do I owe this visit, ladies?
So just gonna get right into it here. During the storm, we are gonna be hunted, and we had this plan of turning some people into kindred and wondering if you could make them look like us to use as dummies.
A second set of doppelgangers for you?
Yes.
It becomes very apparent to the two of you something's off about him, from the way he speaks to the way he acts. Like something's happening to him, but he just ponders on that. Yes, it shall be an interesting project. Deliver to me corpses, freshly turned, of your particular height and build, so as to
We
not
already got that started.
make difficult the procedure. And do it quickly. Within the week, preferably.
Oh, we're already halfway there, so we can for sure do that.
I would prefer they be delivered at the same time. So, yes, whenever ready.
Can I do some sort of a check to see what's going on, or will I have to just ask him?
What you can see, and this is all you can really get, is what you see, is that his body's kind of hollow and thin, and something's wrong with his proportions, and it's like he's halfway transformed.
Transformed in the way that we saw the Simisi that Aaron diablerized?
Yeah, but it doesn't look like he's turning into a monster, despite what he appears like. He's changing into something else or someone else.
Interesting.
But you've never seen the Simisi require so much time, but they couldn't do it overnight, so you're not sure why he's half transformed. That's a bit odd from what you understand of their clan.
Yeah, I don't want to be rude though, because he has given us body double, so I won't ask about it.
I have only one simple ask in exchange.
Of course.
He looks to the two of you. I require a new servitor. Someone despicable. Someone whose screams will echo that of his victims and people he has hurt. Find me a suitable candidate. And you shall have your doppelganger.
I'm sure we can find someone.
I think I can
Good.
find someone probably.
Good. You may go.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Um,
Always a
turned-
pleasure.
Away, and he walks, and there's a bit of an over-exaggerated sway, given one of his legs seems to be shorter than the other. And he's just sort of dragging it along.
And I'm gonna take Ash's arm and we're gonna hurry on out.
Oh, did you not like you didn't like that?
No, I'm just. Do you know what happened? Like, what?
No, I've no. It seems like he's like transforming, but I mean, he should just be able to do that overnight. So I don't know why it's taking time.
Yeah, I have
And
no
he's not
idea.
turning-
I mean, maybe.
He's not turning into a monster, not like the guy in the flesh house.
I forgot about that one.
Oh,
When you
yeah,
guys-
anything really cool, Steve?
When you guys leave the door knocker speaks. Have a good evening.
oh my god.
You try as well. Try your best. We should go.
Like freaking Beauty and the Beast up in here. God damn it.
You recall that door knocker is actually made of bone. Apparently it's made of human too.
Oh, great.
You leave. You head back home. At this point,
No, we gotta go
Oh.
to Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts.
you collect some
I'm gonna
Dunkin'
get him an
Donuts.
iced coffee and just a glazed
Munchkins
donut.
and glazed donuts and yeah.
You get him some donuts. You return. You have an hour before the sun sets. I assume Cecil and Aaron are already ready to do their thing. And you hand donuts over to Rick.
With kind of like a devious smile.
He does not seem to register.
Why are you?
Thanks.
You're welcome. I mean, do you not like Dunkin' Donuts?
They're fine. I'm just confused. You never get me anything.
Well, then there must be a secret meaning behind it then.
He looks. And then he looks at the two of you. And then he just sort of closes it and leaves the half-eaten donut. I hope you both die. And he leaves.
And after we
Get
just got
rid.
you donuts.
He
We
leaves.
just got you a gift.
Sadly, it didn't give me much satisfaction either. I just thought about my paper.
I think I know why. It's because we had a very deep conversation about bears earlier, so he may just be a little bit on edge. No, I did. Dude,
Bear.
why? Yeah, you did you not believe this, right? I just found this out. They hunt and kill bears for culling reasons to stop the prevention of the food chain. Isn't that fucked up?
No,
Yes, they've always done that.
It's. I mean, it is messed up. But
No, it's
I
not.
mean, it's kind of messed up.
What would be messed up is
who
if
are
we did nothing.
But I mean, if that's just like the natural order of things, like why are we interfering with it? It's kind of.
We've already opened the box. Being humans is not a natural order of things, and because humans exist, that means we got to make sure the bears don't overpopulate and fuck everything else up.
But what if I like the bears?
They still
Why do you
exist,
Yeah, they do exist.
but
I mean,
too
it's the
many
same
bears
thing-
means no more bears.
Yeah. Because then they can't there's not enough prey for them to eat,
hmm
and so then, yeah. They did a whole thing like
Couldn't
this
they
with
just
gray wolves
relocate
also.
the bears?
Not really.
No,
You know what?
you'd be removing them from their habitat.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I don't
what?
know. That's been killing them.
But There's like bears that can stand on their legs and shit. Like you can train to do that, right? Like, like it's a.
That's bad.
That's pretty, and yeah, like circus bears. That's worse.
Rick
Wait.
comes back and just takes the box anyway and then leaves.
Right.
You're welcome. So ungrateful.
So, I've noticed that you've gotten the one, and then I saw at least when Rick opened the door that he had the second one. Things are moving on forward then. You spoke to Clay.
Yes.
Yes.
He will do it for us. We just have to find the worst person imaginable to give him in return.
All
I
right,
think
that's the boon
I
then.
can find us. It's kind of what I do to eat, so I feel like I can find us a real dirt person.
It's gotta be real bad. Maybe,
Yeah.
Nate can look through police records, see if there's any that have been released
Yeah,
that we can find.
yeah,
So,
yeah. I'll talk with Nate. We'll brainstorm.
sun's rising. You all get to your bed because you kind of had a really busy night. You can do it in the morning, but for now, take the rouse checks, and we will be taking our break. Oh, Cecil's hungry.
Yum.
So, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 10 minutes to see how the Coteries murder escapades go for them. Hey, we're back. So, I think everyone's done their rouse check, so should be good for the next evening. The morning passes, and luckily enough, nothing happens to you. Go figure. When the evening hits again, you all awaken. Cecil, you only went a little bit hungrier. But, you have some work to do. Now, unless there's any specifics that you'd like to get into, we can pass that work along as a role for first Dorgely to find the most despicable person you can find, which is going to translate to a feeding role.
Okay.
This one you don't kill. This one is someone you give to him alive.
Okay. Don't want a blood surge. That I feel like it's. Oh no, I'll do a +2.
Okay.
Okay.
We're down to 2.
Okay.
4. Wonderful. For that, I'd say that if you put a little bit of effort into it, meaning spend a few hours, you'd probably find a predator.
Heck yeah.
Um,
With the help of Nate digging into.
Yeah, there's some people with some
shit.
sketchy profiles.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with picking out people who just got out of prison is they're still on parole, and people will look for them. So you're looking for people whose profile matches the kind of things that would be a red flag. And then you have to find out, obviously you can't just assume, you have to find out through physically looking, digging, baiting, whatever you can. So you'll be gone for maybe a couple of hours, give or take.
Yeah, I'm going full Dexter on this. I'm gonna find some shitty person.
Yeah, you're the good person. Let's go to... Okay.
Yeah.
Ash is gone for a couple of hours.
Asshole.
Looking for payment. Essentially, what do the rest of you want to do? Renee and Cecil's body doubles are secured and staked.
I'm good to pass it on to.
Aaron, do you need help finding your double? Since it's a smaller percentage of people with your height?
No. I don't think I need help. I think what we need to do yet. I know you spoke to Clay. Well, actually, no. If things are solid with Clay, things are solid with Clay. We'll leave it at that. No, I'll go out and find my individual, and then I'll go out and do my best to prepare my own blood for the 3 days. If need be, I think you 3 should also do that as well. Secure a source for those 3 days. Usually, a bag would get you through a day.
I'm gonna be with the Hikata, so I'm good for food.
And I need to talk to Portia about staying there as well.
So I looked this up.
What'd you say?
I looked this up over the break, just in case. Only 2 to 3% of the population of Chicago is about or under 5'2". So you will in fact have a very hard time finding someone that isn't a child that's your height.
Hold on.
Hey, that's my height.
I need to dang it, then it's right, because I intentionally made it your height to make fun of you.
Look, I'm making fun of you because I never get to make fun.
I know, but then it wraps back around to hit you.
In men,
no, it's not
specifically for men. So the way to get around that is to find a teenager, a young one.
Oh, it doesn't need to be a man. It can be either gender. I'll just take I'll have Clay be upset that it's not the perfect specimen or whatever. I'll eat it.
If he gets upset, there's a very high chance he won't do it.
Ugh.
He was specific to Renee. Same height, same build. And, I mean, Aaron already looks like a kid, so...
You need help? Or you got it?
It might be better to help, yes. But I was going to do it amongst other things. It would have been something that would happen on the way. Either way. Still, if you find anything and if you do it before me, then sure, take the opportunity.
We'll see.
All right. I'm going to go out then.
What do you guys want to do individually?
Aaron is going to, for right now, they are going to, essentially they're going to try and hunt for a target. Someone, someone homeless, someone, in the gutter, someone that wouldn't be missed. As like and this would be a feeding roll, but I don't want to feed just yet. I just want to find the target, and then I want to do Calyx Secretus when I find them, just to that way I know how much I need to feed before I get in the thick of it.
Go ahead and make the ritual first, because you can't do that out in public.
Okay.
And it does take an hour to do.
Takes an hour? I thought it was only level 2.
Yeah, it literally says the process takes an hour.
Oh, damn it. Alright. We take it.
You want to make some more and then just feed later on?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do another hour then.
The blood can be stored. State 1 hunger for every 2 rouse checks made. So each 2 rouse check can slate 2 hunger. Basically 2 days.
So I've got 2 success right now.
2 hunger worth.
I'm very nice. I'm very relaxed about that. Okay, then I'll just, instead of hunting for Calyx right now, I'm gonna see if I can find someone who fits my body and build.
Let's call that investigation and intelligence.
Okay. I'm not gonna outwardly kill them yet.
And if Renee is trying to help, you may make the same roll.
Okay.
Separately, I mean, from away. Oh! Guess we're. Yes, you are outwardly killing them.
Wait.
Hold on.
That's better. I just gotta find. Where is it?
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Oh. You did better.
You will find the percentage of the population that's about your height and build. That's not a child. But you won't find the one that isn't gonna be missed. None of the homeless. As of this night. You may keep trying, but obviously you can't search the entirety of Chicago in one night. This is within the few hours that you're looking. You find several names and addresses, you note them down, but as you hand them to Nate, he confirms that they have family, friends, connections. For Renee, you do not find people that have no connections, but you have extra names. Now, between these names, just because they will be missed, doesn't mean you can't do anything about that. So there are ways that you still have a few days to ruin their lives, give them no connections, or in fact, stage a I'm running away kind of situation, or there are some of these names that only have one person who'll look for them, so you can just take them too. And just... Again, the thoughts that come into your head when you are of low humanity. Speaking of, Renee, I need you to go to that blood drop icon and click humanity for me.
Uh-oh.
Congratulations, you are still somewhat remorseful of your actions.
Yes!
You still maintain your humanity. Let's see for how long, given everything you guys are going to be doing, but you did wake up with a bit of a conscience on the guy you killed. You can get over it. But it's nice to know that you can still feel. That it still bothers you somehow. Now, I'm assuming Aaron and Renee aren't going to do anything about what they found just yet. You just have notes.
I'm just gonna note it down.
Okay.
I
Cecil.
wanna ideally look more.
Okay. Cecil, anything you're doing for the night?
I'm gonna be hanging around and see if anyone needs help with anything, and I'll be helping them with that. I think I've got all of our bases covered, so I'm cool.
Okay. Then, when Ash, Aaron, and Renee come back a couple of hours later, I'm assuming Ash has a kidnapped body. And
Yep.
for the record, Dr. Clay will handle the logistics of taking someone from their home, so you don't have to worry about that part.
Okay, perfect.
You just have to bring him the body. And Renee and Aaron come
Yes.
back with lists. What do you all talk about?
So, the only body we have left is Aaron's, right?
And Ash's.
No.
We still
Yeah,
need one
Ashes.
for Ash.
Yes.
We just got the payment for him doing it.
Yes. I've no doubt it's going to be another spigot, or maybe I don't know, maybe a shower head. Either way, I've no doubt he has something creative in mind. I suppose one of us should go to... Actually, I want to go to Sea Junk and talk about how the Nosferatu will feel about us digging a tunnel into their network and then using it to move to our respective locations and then remove our own tunnel.
Bianca has that covered. I'm sure that since they started digging tunnels within our system to let us escape, then they've covered all bases with the Nosferatu. So we don't have to worry about that.
I suppose that makes sense. I still want to see junk, however. I need to learn. Truth be told, I'm quite worthless in a fight without my abilities, and so I think I should learn how to at least shoot a pistol if need be. And the first one who comes to mind is junk.
Okay.
Rick is looking while arranging the bodies, like arranging corpses. It wasn't the whole point of this plan that you don't have to fight?
Yeah, ideally. But knowing us, things don't go 100% as planned.
Aaron, who are you staying with?
I would be going into the home of Sturbridge. Sturbridge herself is going onto a boat into the middle of Lake Michigan. I'm still thinking about it, whether or not I would even join her. I'm not too keen on boats, but I don't know yet.
Well, either way, you would be safe. I doubt anyone would directly attack. If you want to see junk, you just go and see junk. I don't know.
I mean, either way, I'm going to try and cover all my bases as best as I can, and ideally I don't have a complete defenseless way. If my only way of fighting is through kindred power, without kindred power, I don't have a way to fight, and so I want to make that not the chance. Even, well, if we don't have something now, for something in the future.
And if you're going to see junk, why don't you bring Ash with you?
Good. And Ash, what do you need with junk?
I mean, I could ask to just stay with him. I could use that opportunity.
Oh, I suppose I thought you'd already done that.
No, I haven't really talked to him about it yet.
Yeah, I'm sure you're busy talking about all sorts of important things. He's smirking at you. kind of a little petty after last night.
Are those donuts not sitting well in your little tummy?
He just looks to you and then just smiles. I'm sure you can find some excuse to talk to him. And then he leaves.
Is that? I don't mean to intrude. Is that like code word for like a UTI or something? Like, what do you mean?
What?
Yes.
You were
It
there
is.
when we talked about it.
Hey, yeah. I thought it was like serious. I didn't think that he actually had one, but like.
No,
Oh,
we weren't
I mean-
gonna say anything, but you found it out.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna have another heart to heart about him. I mean,
You really should.
I will. Don't worry. We talked about bears. We can talk about anything. But
Yeah.
there's something to be ashamed of. But yeah.
Yeah, he just didn't want you to know because you just, would worry so much.
Interesting. It's an interesting thought process. Do ghouls still maintain their urinary tract infections? It's something that I hadn't thought of.
I would say I'm going to find out, but I'm just going to ask. So,
Godspeed.
So, are you splitting off again for the evening?
I think so.
And is Ash actually going with Aaron?
Yeah, going with Aaron.
Okay. What is the half of the coterie that's staying? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go to the Succubus Club. See if I can
Okay.
stay there during the storm.
And Cecil?
I'm talking to Rick.
That's the easiest, it's closest. What do you tell him? He's running the club.
Hey, Rick.
Yeah.
And this bit, let's try to get somewhere quiet. I know this may be quite embarrassing, but is everyone else sort of teasing you over something more specific, like teasing you over like something personal?
I just assumed you knew.
Listen, okay. Let me just say this: when I was a young boy, I also had questions about my body as well.
We are not doing that. No. Asher and they figured out my real name, and now they're throwing a pun at it.
You're what? Huh? You're...
Oh, for the love, I thought you knew.
No, I thought that the donut and like the whole thing, like the symptom like having a donut in your belly. I thought that was like I thought you had a UTI, dude. I was so concerned. Like,
I had a UTI. It cleared up when you turned me into this, along with every other health problem I had. But no, my real name's Duncan. Hence the fucking donut.
yeah. That's mean. That's man. If there's a barrel to be scratched, then that's the bottom of it. To be honest, But you know what? Just like how there's no shame in having a UTI, there's no shame in being called Duncan. So
Yeah, well, whatever. It's a whole thing. Besides, it's... I don't remember the last time anyone called me that.
would you like to just be still called Rick?
Yeah, that's as good a name as any. I used to switch around the aliases I used, but ever since this whole thing happened, I didn't really have a reason to do that anymore. So, all good.
What was your weirdest one?
I convinced the guy once that I was Liam Neeson. Had the whole makeup and accent and everything. Got $20,000 out of him.
How the fuck?
Rich, spoiled
Good for
brat,
you.
completely sheltered, has no idea how the real world works. Was the easiest scam ever. And he
think
was
you look.
on drugs. So.
I think you look just as handsome as him too.
I hope not. The man's an old prune.
Yeah, no, if you've seen Taken, he has like a good voice and a good like chin line. You know, like it was very furrowed and
Yeah.
Attractive.
Yeah, that was also nearly 20 years ago. So.
Oh, now you don't have to worry about age. So, then we have to. You say you don't have to worry about UTIs in the same way you won't have to worry about being called the D word anymore. So, I think we're all cleared up here.
Sure. Also, Bianca's people started digging. Apparently, they don't have to do much work. They said something about prohibition tunnels being nearby. We could use those. So, not gonna take long. But there's gonna be a hole in the basement. They're gonna cave that hole in, along with the rest of the rubble, and hopefully these the hunting people don't bother digging up rubble.
I actually want to ask you, where do you want to be before all this? Because the deadly affair is going to be, if you're going to stay here, you're going to be dead. But at the same time, you're under our control. I don't really convince you what to say, but at the same time, I still want to know, like, if you want to die, you can stay here if you want to.
I'm where you are. That's how it works.
Yeah,
I go where you
don't
go.
have to die, that. Cool. You reckon they'll find it suspicious if they didn't see you here?
I reckon they're gonna bomb the place, and there's not a single corpse here that's gonna be even remotely recognizable. I don't think they're gonna give a shit. You're the targets. We're just collateral. So, I don't think it's worth worrying about.
Interesting, yeah.
There's gonna be like 50 armed guys here with all our weaponry, so put one in a suit. Should be fine.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to stay with me then. I just don't. I mean, if you want to stay here and die, that's great. I mean, add to like a credibility, but like I assume that's already a point if you're gonna stay with me.
I'm not in the mood to die.
Good. Yeah, I'd be concerned if not. Yeah.
Good talk.
Good talk. I'm always here if you need to talk about. You're past the UTIs. Okay. I'm gone.
You take some kind of sensitivity class or something?
Listen. Okay. No. I'm turning a new leaf, and I have like now that everything's coming to a climax, I just feel like I have a greater appreciation for the people around me, and it's just like let me view my situation differently and like the people around me.
No, I get that, but this whole we should talk thing, and if you want a friend, and the shoulder thing, you're starting to sound like the ladies. You're sounding like Ash. Kind of creepy.
But aren't you attracted to women?
Yeah. Doesn't mean I want you to be one.
Well, I mean, yeah, I get it.
Look, all
Yeah,
I'm saying
it's
is that you're starting to sound a little bit like Ash. And it's starting to creep me out.
Is that bad? What does Ash sound to you? What does Ash sound like to you?
I don't know, like a doting mother who wants you to figure out what you did wrong on your own.
That's quite condescending.
Is it wrong?
I mean, condescending in terms of the tone that she's putting on, in according to you. So yeah, that's pretty wrong. I don't know what she can do about that though, unless it's just. Was she like that all the time? Was she not like? Was she really like that for you?
That's how it always sounded like when she speaks with you.
But you know what? Sometimes we talk differently and sometimes we don't. And I don't think she means to condescend you. But
I'm not saying she is. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Just get that clear. I'm just saying that's how she is. And you starting to sound like that is kind of creeping me out.
Okay. I'll raise my hand. I'll try not to sound bubbly, and I'll do that for you.
Sure.
Dickhead. Okay.
Sure.
Good talk, Rick.
Yeah.
I'll see you. Cecil's just gonna leave as quick as he can.
Renee, when you get to the Succubus Club, Portia automatically lets you into her private room, and she offers you the customary drink. She says,
Of course I'll accept.
"What can I do for you?"
I was wondering if during the storm I can stay here.
Security issues at your haven?
Well, we're gonna definitely get attacked and they're gonna hunt us down, and we have a plan to avoid that, but I just need
These
to
aren't.
see what?
These aren't part of the plans I had. So you have made some enemies.
It's something accidentally, yes.
Well,
You know, it's more of
welcome.
Ash's fault, really, but you know, we're in on it together.
Well, you're
kinda
more than
helps.
welcome to stay here. But if you'd like to be truly protected, well, let's just say that there's a boat waiting for us. You can meet me here. And we can be away from this city when everything happens. However, if you choose that option, just know there's going to be no opportunity for you to help any of them if they need it. If you'd like to be able to help them, you can stay here in the club, in the panic room, and be able to leave should you be needed. I can't guarantee absolute safety. After all, if you have truly made such spectacular enemies, they may try to find you. But that choice is yours to make.
Well, I mean, I think the others have a solid place to stay. So I think I will join you on the boat.
A boat it is. About the other thing, she hands you papers. These are the true documents of how your mother passed. Based on Lucian's accounts and what he had done and the strings he had pulled. I don't know if you'd like to read them or if you want me to burn them. But I figured you'd like the choice.
Yeah, I don't know if I will read them, but I will definitely take them.
Very well. Have you decided where you'd like me to send you when this is all over?
Not yet. I have no idea where's good and where's not good. I don't know. I was gonna ask Aaron if he knew some places, but I haven't gone around to that yet.
I have heard that Ash plans to join the Anarchs of Los Angeles. If I am being perfectly honest, it's not a bad place to be left alone. If that's what you want. If you truly have no ambition of power and control and you truly prefer to live on your own terms, it's not a bad city to start. They've solved their hunter problem. There's no Camarilla that wants to touch the city after what happened. You're far enough from San Francisco to not have to deal with that certain issues of the city. And the Anarchs there are quite unique. I give it maybe 2 centuries until something happens again.
Okay. I don't know why I didn't think of going there. Plus Ash will be there, so that would be a plus.
I have someone there that I can speak with. I'm sure they'd love to take you in. It's in the heart of Hollywood.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. I think, yes, I need to check with someone, make sure that's good with them, but if you don't hear back from me, then that is where we're going. I believe that is probably the best option.
Also, to remind me, I forget, did you want me to set circumstances to send particular people there, or did you want to handle that yourself? The circumstances don't have to be brutal in any capacity. It could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I was gonna do it myself, but I think it might just be better if you do that.
Well, I assume it's just the one person.
Yes.
Yes. Well, let's see what kind of opportunity we can cook up for her to make her move. As I've said before, I will not apologize for any of the machinations I've put in place, but I do wish to end this on better terms, at least with you. I do not despise you in any capacity, nor do I wish you any harm. You must understand, when you come to live long enough, you have to use people in particular ways. That doesn't mean you don't care whether or not harm comes to them. But I will give you this as proof of that. I would advise, however, perhaps after a century or so, you might find a different place to live. Every city has a down period before things pick up again. As proof, it has been nearly a century since the defeat of the Sabbat in the city. It's been relatively quiet. So, take that as a fair warning. For your peaceful life, you will have to travel every lifetime or so. That would be the easiest way to maintain what lifestyle you'd like to live. Of course, if your mind ever changes, I will welcome you back here. If not, then I suggest you start researching cities and finding a place for yourself every century or so. But you'll enjoy Los Angeles. The Baron of Hollywood is quite the character. And she owns her own fashion line. Imagine that.
I don't think I ever did blame you for anything that happened, and even if I was mad, I would not be able to stay mad. So, just thank you so much for everything that you've done to help me.
Well, why don't I show you around? Let me show you the panic rooms you can stay in and all the tunnels that lead out should you need them. The panic rooms are designed to be nuclear bunkers. It will take quite a lot of effort to get through them. You should be safe, but just in case, there will be several tunnels you can use to escape through. Each of them leading to docks or truck or various installations that you may freely use to escape.
Okay.
He just shows you around. Your pick of panic room and escape hatch. Whether you want to escape through boat or via truck or some sort of car, somewhere in the city, these tunnels lead through there. You shouldn't need them, but just in case. Now, Ash and Aaron, you are led by his rat. A new one this time. One you haven't seen before. Neither Ash or Aaron has seen before. Kind of like black fur with some white patches on it that marks it as unique that you certainly haven't seen. But you are led to his haven, where he has guitar out, just playing a tune, and then looks. Well, it was about time one or both of you decide to bother me. He sits up. Welcome back, and welcome. Looking at Ash and Aaron. What can I do you for?
You can go first, Aaron.
Well, with me and with this coming storm, as you know, Tremere are very much reliant on either political movement or elements of the blood to defend themselves. And with the running theory that the storm is going to both put political movement and our kindred powers sort of muddied, I have come to you to ask for training in the use of firearms.
There's no amount of firearms training that's going to save you if you get attacked. There's no amount of effort you can put in. You're looking at this the wrong way. You have no powers. Fine. You have a place to stay. When in doubt, C4. Rig the area. Find the little hidey hole. Rig certain areas to blow. Block them off. Make yourself an escape route and make it harder to find you. You don't fight a fight you can't win. You run and delay them so they can't chase you. Set up traps. Set up trap doors. Set up bombs. Set up decoys. Find ways for them to get distracted so you can mosey on out of there. You pick up a gun and you start shooting. You call attention to yourself. Now you're armed. Now they're going to escalate. They're going to bring high-powered weapons and they're going to rip you to shreds. And you're not going to get one shot in on any of their armored bodies. Play smart. There's no amount of gun training that's going to save you from a militia. But it's your advantage. It's easier to defend the place or run from it than it is to storm it. You know the place you're going to be staying in. You know every nook and cranny. Fill it with bombs. Blow up the place. Fill it with traps. Home alone them if you have to. But training you is not going to do anything. I guarantee you it is going to get you killed.
Then I'm glad I came to you. Can you teach me how to rig some traps? Teach me how to work with explosive? I have some very minimal experience, but...
How good are you with chemistry?
Oh, I don't think I had under a A-. All the classes I took, the half a dozen collegiate classes.
Then you have about 90% of the way there. He starts writing things down very rapidly. The exact mixtures you need and ingredients to pack a small punch, enough to level half a room this size. Position them in certain locations or divide the ratios in half to get a smaller explosion. You get the idea. On top of that, I can do you one better. He pulls out a wooden box and opens it. C4 with blasting caps. Shape charges. Divided in small locations. enough to level the support of a particular room, but not enough to destroy the entire home. Exactly what you're going to need to start diverting where they can go.
Oh, and I had no issues with the actual mixing the explosives as I'd known it. The more so issue is the engineering of it. That is where I am not as strong.
That's where the blasting caps come in. He throws it to you, gives you a quick demonstration. You have the technology dots necessary to pick up very quickly.
Oh, alright.
Pretty simple. Now, I'm not going to give you any timers. That's not going to do you any good. But this is a multi-switch. Just remember which room you placed which switch and which cap on, and you should have full control over the explosions. Label them. I use masking tape. You should be good.
I see.
Take the box of C4 with you. Easier than mixing up your own explosives.
No doubt. This is... it saves me singed eyebrows and burnt fingertips. How am I to know when to detonate?
Well, that's where that's where your brain comes in. Have the blueprints of where you're staying. Figure out where they're going to come in, where they're going to come out. Figure out points of entry. Use your instinct.
Okay.
Ideally, you won't have to. Find the place well enough. It's going to be left well enough alone you can hide from. You should be fine. But on the chance that you do need to, might as well set the place up so there's only one point of entry. Start with that. A couple of guys walk in, boom. Kill them off the bat, blockade their path. Then you find the next likely source of entry. If you blow up a door, they're probably going to go to a large window where multiple people can fit. So they don't have to go in one at a time. They're going to blow that open, set the next charge. Find every possible place of entry. Put the charges there, block off the entry. Eventually they're going to make their own entrance. Probably going to blow a hole in the wall. In which case, well, figure out the likely path they're going to take. Leading lines, psychology, whatever it is that they're going to do. You're going to have to get good at predicting movement. Or, by the time you blow up all the entryways, hide in a tunnel and just blow the whole entire place sky high. Always like this simple methods.
I see. The more interesting facet is gonna be, well, I suppose there's two locations where I'm gonna have to either think about rigging, and one of them I might have to ask its current owner if they're quite keen on their home being blown up. But
that's the problem you're gonna
it's not
face.
your issue. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's better than getting into a shootout with a militia.
Hell, you know what? Knowing her, I wouldn't put it past her to already have some of these measures in place already. Either way.
And
that helps. That helps a lot.
You little lady, what can I help you with?
Yeah, so the reason why Aaron is gonna be at another location is our haven is gonna be attacked, and I'm trying to figure out a place to go during the storm, and I probably underground is the best.
You want to stay here?
Place, if that's okay. I could ask Melody too. I just figured underground is safer.
Has Melody never told you she has a nuclear bunker under her haven?
No.
That hurts.
Yeah, that never came up.
Well, However, for a reason. As it so happens, I have roughly the same size bunker here.
Yeah. I remember.
So how good is a diet of rats for you? That is a no.
I can't eat animals.
Ah, we have a picky one. You see the rats
just-
squeaking like they're laughing in the background?
They're just so cute. I can't eat them.
So if I found you an ugly one. No?
I don't think there's an ugly one.
What if you found one that was worth to be eaten?
No.
That
It's
deserved
not.
to be
I
eaten?
can't. I literally I can't eat, especially one that's alive. Like that's worse.
Why don't you just kill it first?
Any chance you were vegan when you were alive?
Yes. It was.
Yeah.
Her streak was broken though.
Okay, you know what? We don't talk about that.
Just find it
Well-
interesting is all.
I had a moment of weakness. I didn't kill a cow to get the burger, okay? It was already dead.
Oh yeah.
That you know of.
I'm sure the
There's
vegan community
difference.
will absolutely understand. Look, you can stay here if you like, but I don't have much of a food source beyond,
Mhm.
well, what you see. Now,
Yeah.
you can handle your own blood. Blood bags? Good? No?
I think I could.
He
Yeah. Oh yeah.
looks to you like
I've had blood bags before.
whole blood or donated?
Yeah, I don't really have a preference.
Alright. Fine. I'll go rob a local Red Cross.
I mean, I could probably find some.
You're telling me that you are gonna go out and you're gonna be okay with a local Red Cross with life-saving blood being donated and then stolen and being directly involved in that process.
Okay, well now that you say it out loud, but what where did Renee get hers from? Or was that from? Is that the same situation and we just didn't know?
A morgue. Freshly dead corpses.
There's many things, Ash, that I think you have preferred not to know about the things you're doing.
Well, yeah, I think that
I will
is a
ban
very fair assessment.
some freshly donated blood because plasma tastes like shit.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Now, is there anything else you all need?
Nope.
There is one thing actually. Ash, can you move ahead without me? I'll meet you back at the car. This is something I
Yeah.
wish to speak with Junk about alone, at least but a moment.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Denise shows you up.
Sure.
I haven't seen her in so long.
What do you need?
We're undergoing the process of essentially creating body doubles at our club, which through precognitions we can infer we are going to be hit, and hit in a very grand scale by not only the Second Light, but also the Leopold Society. Full-blown, no-holds-barred, raised hell And the way we're going to mediate that is with body doubles. The only issue that was pondered by Sturbridge is that we are going to be taking 4 specific individuals that will match body height and our build, and that if there's a magnifying glass taken to it, the individuals who are trying to have us dead will no longer have 100% certainty that we are dead. Instead, they will open questions. In order to mitigate that, Sturbridge pondered, we hide it amidst more bodies. A serial killer.
Not a bad move.
And so I come to you and ask, do you have access to any information pertaining to local serial killers and how they do it?
That's an easy answer. You select a profile between the bodies you killed, find a similarity, hunt for more. No one's gonna believe it's a serial killer if there's nothing connecting the victim. Find a common thread, something the police can pick up on. Find more people like that, and murder them. If the 4 bodies aren't ever going to be found, then neither should the ones you're going to be taking.
Do you know the locations of serial killers? Specific ones?
Sure. Nasty ones.
What if that's the leading connection? Is that it's horrible individuals? Maybe a vigilante gone loose.
If you can find 4 horrible individuals that all match whatever the 4 that you're taking is. But serial killers rarely go after people who can defend themselves. What you're looking for are hopeless and defenseless people. What you're looking for are innocent bystanders who can't fight back.
And I don't like that idea that much.
Well, we do a lot of things we don't like to survive. The problem is, if you want to survive, that is the surefire way. A serial killer that's gone on killing a bunch of criminals and lowlifes? Sure, extremely unlikely. Still gonna get the magnifying glass on you. Serial killer killing a bunch of innocent people? People minding their own business? Or just people down on their luck? Now that's more human. You want to survive? You do the horrible thing. That's how this world works. I'm sure you figured that out by now.
Yes. I just tried to, I suppose, do things in an unexpected manner.
Things we do that have become cliche and expected work for a reason. You want to change things up. That's up to you. But you have to accept that changing those things, that not being able to do what needs to be done to ensure your safety, means that you are not going to give yourself the highest percentage guarantee that you are going to survive. Plain and simple. Are you willing to take the extra chances you might die so that you can clear your conscience, which will over time degrade on its own anyway?
And it wouldn't just be protecting me either. Okay.
Well, that's the problem. Kill some people. Cry about it. Or not. Let the beast win the day, live to fight tomorrow.
I have some ideas then. I wanted to keep that away from Ash, as you know. It's not something that Ash needs to do. It's not something that Cecil or Renee even need to do. I'll shoulder this. They're doing their part, I'll do mine.
I have a question regarding that. How many times has your coterie been fucked in the ass for those exact words of people making moves without telling everyone else? The point of a coterie is to act together. If you're gonna keep doing the same mistakes you've been doing from the beginning, well, it's been nice knowing you.
So you propose I speak to Ash about the most logical thing to do is I put on a Jason Voorhees mask and pose serial killer to protect us.
I propose you start telling people in your group what the best plan is, agree as a group whether or not you want to do that, and find the best person in your group who can actually kill these people without blood magic and without a gun, and who can do it convincingly as a serial killer. Find them, take them, kill them, and make sure their body ain't never found. Now, if you think that you can kill 12 to 15 people in the course of several nights, and then take their bodies without being seen, dump them in somewhere without being seen, dissolve them without being seen, and without anyone noticing that you're gone for most nights, and you want to do it without the help of your coterie, and risk being spotted by these enemies you're so afraid of seeing you, monitoring you, checking what you're doing. And that's your choice. The point being, how many times has your coterie been fucked because you all refuse to actually tell each other what you're planning? If you want to go that route, that is your choice. I'm not going to tell you otherwise. Just think about, is that the smartest thing to do right now? Or are you just bringing more attention to yourself and putting them in more danger than you think?
Thank you for your opinions and your advice. I will heed them.
Go ahead.
I also appreciate the gift.
Hope you don't have to use them. Keep them either way.
I'll figure it out. Either way. If this ends up being the last time we see each other, I do appreciate it. The help that you've given, and I hope that Sturbridge treats you fairly.
You haven't done me wrong so far.
Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate it. Now, I'll leave you be. I've been looking over my shoulder for that rather large crocodile for some time now, and I feel I'm getting a crick in my neck.
Ulysses will show you out. There's a rat that just leaves, expecting to follow him. You meet back with Ash in the car. I assume you two drove here on your own. Or did you bring a ghoul? Or did you have Rick do it?
Oh, yeah. No, or did we bring someone? I feel like we're fine to go alone. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think we're just carpooled.
Okay.
And you guys leave. Head back home?
Cool.
Yeah.
Renee too?
Yeah.
Or do you want to party in the club?
I'll go back. So I gotta tell Ash that I'm moving with her.
All right. Anything else you guys need to speak about this evening?
I spoke to Rick.
Mm-hmm.
I cured him of UTI. I cured him of UTIs, but that's not the point. The point is that buying Dunkin' Donuts for Duncan, is that like...
Yeah, it's funny.
That's kind of funny.
You know what's not funny?
What?
All of the bears dying out there right now as we just speak about Dunkin' Donuts. And
You're the one who brought it up.
Oh,
and this was
I'm
before
sorry.
the bears. We did this before the bears. We didn't know about the bears.
Well, of course nobody knows about the bears. I only just found out about the bears. You only just found out about the bears. And the point I'm trying to make is that regardless of if he's Rick or Duncan, he's Rick to me. And yeah, that's close to my heart. So
Okay. Yeah, thank you for sharing.
thank you.
So I went and talked to Portia. She will be going on a boat during the storm. I might be as well, but I can stay at the club if you guys need any help at all. So, have you guys been able to find places to stay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you going to be good if I do go on the boat?
I may yet
So?
also go on a boat. Who knows? Maybe it's the same one.
That would be interesting.
Or there's just multiple boats just...
Going to the eye of the storm.
Yeah.
No idea.
Not suspicious at all.
Something's weighing on me. I need to say it. These individuals that we're getting as our body doubles to prevent another case to where a particular set of eyes set on a particular set of small group of people. I believe we need to extend it to not just the 4 individuals that we are putting as body doubles. By that I mean, in the same way that all of our body doubles likely have some connecting piece, we need to mask more kidnappings.
What do you mean by that?
I had a discussion with Sturbridge. If we have 4 individuals that share our similar body and build, if we're not 100% certain as to whether our plan will work or not, there is the case that someone raises an eyebrow and says, we may not have gotten them, to which they look and they find there's been 4 missing individuals, all homeless, same body and build of the individuals that they were trying to kill. And then they raise even more eyebrows and they look towards the idea that they didn't kill us. And to mitigate that, Sturbridge said, almost as if a serial killer would, we need to take more lives to cover ourselves. And I want to put that thought towards everyone else.
Well, probably the easiest connection would be that the 2 that we already have were criminals, so maybe we could keep that going.
Sure.
I'm not going to be killing humans. Are you asking we as in us, or are you asking we as in yourself in terms of killing humans and faking kidnappings and whatnot?
I'm asking we as a coterie. The reason that we likely have forces on us in the first place, both Leopold and the Second Light working together to take us out is likely due to the idea that Ash's parents were killed at that scene, and there is no reason why either society would have done such. And that is how they got us. That's how they tracked back to us.
Mm.
And now noticing that they are capable of using the magnifying glass and seeing what doesn't line up. My concern is that they're going to do the same thing here, and that they're going to find...
Who would our targets be? Like, you said that we should do this to avoid a pattern. If we have the same pattern of killing, like, non-innocent people, then isn't that already suspicious as well?
No. It would... The big thing would be that we just have our 4 body doubles have something in connection to a dozen other individuals. As if a serial killer did it, instead of just 4 kindred trying to fake their deaths.
Okay, well, we only need to do about like a couple of numbers anyway, so while we're to take all 4 of us, one of us just go ahead and start the killing and get it over with.
I raised that question for all of us to agree on or disagree on.
Nate walks in. It feels like a bad time, but I found a 5'0" loser you can kill.
Okay, I'll do it.
I meant for his body, this whole thing. No one's gonna miss him. He's a dropout, wasted his life, disowned. Parents absolutely hate him. He's not in the will. He's been removed from the family tree. Most of his information has already been scrubbed courtesy of his parents, so no one's gonna miss him when he goes missing.
Say, Nate, can you start working on a sheet that connects the individuals we already have for our body doubles and the individuals that could be potential for body doubles, or, well, individuals that we use to mask?
Sure. But you have a pretty solid connection already. Nobody cares about them. We're a bunch of isolated loners. Who throws it? Like, I'll work on see if there's something else, I guess. Alright. There's a moment where all of you noticed Nate is conflicted, but the blood bond takes over. And he does his job. And he leaves. And the 4 of you here are going to be left to ponder whether or not you're going to start being actual serial killers, so that a serial killer killing masks your getting to live. And you get any more complicated than that. But we're going to pause the story there for this evening. So, thank you to everyone who's been watching. Everything we've discussed so far this evening probably gives you the understanding of why we have a disclaimer. But before we go, why don't all the players introduce themselves and, you know, what hole you can be found under. George Lee.
Hey, I'm George Lee. You can find me doing Vetra. Sorry, I got so distracted. No, you can find me. You can find me at George Lee with 2 Y's on Instagram and YouTube and Twitch.
Captain?
My name is Captain. Don't worry about any of my social medias. I don't have any. I'm invisible. And the only thing that I will give you is the album Villains by Queens of the Stone Age.
Okay.
Okay, Patrick, you can find me on PatrickPK86. Watch this. Magic trick. I said it would happen. I'm gonna make blood come from my arm and get into this. let me do it again. Look at that.
Wow, and you can drink it after. Now it looks like a health potion.
I'm
Nice.
sure you can find me on Instagram at Manascona. And this was a Luna Moth stained glass I made, but it broke. And I don't know where the other piece went.
Find it and glue it.
Unless Petra's magic can make it appear, I'll fix it.
I used all my magic. I'm fucked now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's on
Thank-
cooldown.
Thank you to everyone who watched. There's a very high likelihood that the next 2 or so sessions are going to be the last ones. Next one or next 2. Again, it all depends if these players find something else they want to do. But, say goodbye to these characters. They may or may not die. It really depends if they survive what's coming. But we will see you guys 2 weeks from now. We are off next week. We'll see you guys 2 weeks from now. Until then, take care of yourself and thank you for watching.
Cybernation Uncensored.